Good morning. It's Commodity Corner. It's Friday. It's the Bubba Show. So, as we talked about last week and we've been talking about, first thing we'll look at is what's gold. Well, what's gold doing? It's been getting cracked. It's been hammered. As of last week, it was back in the 1600s. Did close over 17. Now, what I want you to watch is I want you to watch gold around that 1750. I don't see much potential for it to get much farther than that. Now, if things start to change, okay, now, a weaker dollar will create a stronger gold price. Why? Because most commodities, or all commodities, are benchmarked against the US dollar. So a weak dollar does create automatically strong prices. So when you think about it, you look at gold right now, the dollar's been very weak and gold has been weak, which means that it's probably a little bit overdone and we need to look for some more selling pressure. Watch that 1750 level. I would not be looking to sell it much sooner than that. Oil, we've been watching that 89 to 90 level. Okay. We have not been able to penetrate that. Now again, in the last week, we were able to penetrate down to that 85 level. Look for opportunities to sell those off. Why am I bearish on commodities? Because I think that the market is in what we call the risk-off type of trade. Risk-off means that most asset classes get hammered. As you can notice, the bonds continue to struggle their way higher. Now, that's the Fed is buying the bonds. That's because people are afraid. Right now, the bonds is acting more like the VIX. The VIX is the usual fear factor we talk about all the time. But when there's heavy buying in the bonds and treasuries, that is a sign of fear. That is a sign that people are locking up their money in safe classes, safe asset classes. And they're taking them out of commodities like the grain markets. Now the grains had a little bit of a rally last week, but I believe those are also meant to be sold. I believe that gold, oil, and the grain markets are meant to be sold on every rally. It doesn't mean chase them lower. It means look for a resistance level and take a whack at selling them. So as we looked last week for some neutrality, I believe this week, I think the Dow will probably be flat to lower this week. I don't see any major movement unless there's some major fundamental news bomb that comes out. I look for gold to be somewhere neutral again, below 1750. I look for oil to start to press its way lower. I look for the grain markets to start to press their way lower, and most of the commodities. I think we go to the risk-off scenario here. So remember, if you have any questions, please email me, todd@adamesh.com. I'd love to cover any topic you want. Remember Bubba's Picks, and remember, have a great weekend, enjoy football, and we'll talk to you on Monday.